Hey everybody, welcome to our 33rd 2024 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. We gotta open up stream. That would be helpful. Loading. Alright. Okay, so number 34 is... Let's see if that's got 2 spots left still. Yes, the Phillies and the Giants are left on number 34. And then that one's done. Like that one right there. And number 35 went up yesterday. And that one is right there in chat. Alright. So today we have Allie with the Orioles and the Blue Jays. We have James B with the Red Sox. Nationals, Pirates. And I missed one in there. White Sox. Jason S with the Yankees. Shannon B with the Rays and Diamondbacks. Michael O with the Guardians. Sherman with the Tigers, Twins, Rangers. George with the Royals. Michael S with the Astros, Mariners, and Marlins. John R with the Angels. Christian with the A's and the Cubs. Brian H with the Braves and Giants. Benjamin S with the Mets and Rockies. Robert L with the Phillies. Nicholas Z with the Reds, Brewers. Jeffrey K with the Cardinals. Brian A with the Dodgers, and Francisco with Padres. So Memorial Day break. See if we have any good luck. Last break we found a variety pack, which comes with a 5 auto. So that was cool. Never saw one of those before. Anything exciting here? Just a regular jumbo packs. Auto, always in the bottom of the box. I don't like it when Topps puts the autos in the same pack every time. They've done that with the 25 Series 1 Jumbos. They're always in the same pack, and then these 3 are always in the same pack. Makes it super sketchy for people people selling packs. I would not buy those for sure. Okay, we have Braden Taylor, Tampa Bay. Trey Morgan, Tampa Bay. Mick Abel, Phillies. Dylan Cruz, Nats. Griffin Herring, first for the Yanks. Brooks Auger, first for the Dodgers. Victor Hurtado, Nationals. Ethan Salas, Padres. Noble Meyer, Marlins. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants. Daniel Egan, first for the D-backs. Josh Carone, first for the Mariners. Brandon Neely, first for the Red Sox. Brian Holiday, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Scheffelman, first for the Tigers. Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies. Nate Dome, first for the Mets. Luke Holman, first for the Reds. Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phillies. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets. Kellen Lindsey, first for the Dodgers. And we have a sky blue paper parallel. Upside down here is of Walker Martin of the Giants. Numbered 480 of 499 for Brian. Chrome is Davison De Los Santos, Marlins. Colt Emerson, Mariners. Mick Abel, Phillies. Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres for Sherman. Brooks Auger, first for the Dodgers for Brian. And Vladdy Guerrero for the Mets. We have a sky blue chrome of Ryan Clifford of the New York Mets. That goes to Benjamin. We have a plasma of Christian Moore of the Angels for John. Refractor first, Cal Steven. Second rounder for the Jays for Allie. And Francisco Villarreal, Yankees for Jason. So a chrome and a paper sky blue so far. Alright, we have Edgel Radney, Diamondbacks, Fernando Cruz, Cubs, Aiden Major, first for the Guardians, Gage Zeal, first for the Yankees, Bryce Eldridge, Giants, Tommy Troy, D-backs, Arjun Namala, Blue Jays, Davidson De Los Santos, Marlins, Curly Martha, Rangers, Rainer Arias, Giants, Colt Emerson, Mariners, Sam Basallo, Orioles, Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles, Chris Cortez, first for the Angels, Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians, Griff O'Farrell, first for the Orioles, Bryce Rayner, first for the Tigers, Travis Bazana, first rounder for the Guardians, Cash Mayfield, first for the Padres, Caleb Bonemer, first for the White Sox, Cal Steven, first for the Jays, and Josh Kuroda-Grauer, first for the Oakland A's. Formerly Oakland A's. Bazana. Alright, we have Billy Emmett, chrome first for the Twins for Sherman. Cole Messina, first for the Rockies for Benjamin. Woody Dean, first for the Tigers for Sherman. Eddie Reinders, first for the Pirates for James. Carter Matheson, first for the Phils for Robert. Nate Dome, first for the Mets for Benjamin. And Luke Coleman, first for the Reds for Nicholas. Alright, we have an in-tune of James Tibbs for the Giants. That'll be for Brian. We have a refractor first, Josh Kuroda-Grauer for the A's for Christian. And Giovanni Rodriguez, Mets. That'll be for Benjamin. Kuroda-Grauer is a third rounder. That Nick Kurtz I pulled is probably worth a decent penny nowadays. Actually pulled two fancy Nick Kurtz cards. The other one was a dual auto. Kurtz and Chase Burns. Aiden Smith, Rays, Yandri Vargas, Dodgers, Ty Petey, Mariners, Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox, Dowell Joseph, Mariners, Eduardo Herrera, White Sox, Tanner Jones, first for the Royals, Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres, Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers, Pablo Guerrero, Rangers, Hagen Smith, first for the White Sox, Mike Sirota, first for the Reds, Carson DeMartini, first for the Phillies, Rodney Green, first for the A's, Trey Snyder, first for the Mets, Cody Shojinaga, first for the Phils, Johnny King, first for the Jays, Sam Antonacci, first for the White Sox, Eric Hernandez, first for the Braves, Nick Montgomery, first for the Braves, Ryan Sloan, first for the Mariners, Jacob Cozart, first for the Guardians, and Chrome, we have Ethan Salas, San Diego, Matt Shaw, Cubs, Luis Baez, Astros, Alexander Albertus, White Sox, Ty Petey, Mariners, Francisco Villarreal, Yankees, and Giovanni Rodriguez for the Mets. A Lunar Glow of Diamondbacks, Ryan Waldschmidt, first round pick for the Diamondbacks for Shannon. Refractor first, Johnny King for the Jays for Allie, who's a third rounder. And then Parker Smith, the only first for the Astros for Michael. Three breaks in a row we've had a first round Lunar Glow. We had Caglianone, we had Cam Smith, and now Ryan Waldschmidt. I know they usually, the first rounders are grouped together. I didn't know you could go box to box in a case like that though. Maybe they do. Walker Martin, Giants, Parker Smith, first for the Astros, Josiah Romeo, first for the A's, Zach Veen, Rockies, George Lombard Jr., Yankees, Walker Jenkins, Twins, Emil Morales, Dodgers, Adolfo Sanchez, Reds, Chase Alsop, first for the Orioles, Connor Foley, first for the Diamondbacks, Braylon Payne, first for the Brewers. Chase Burns, first for the Reds. Gage Miller, first for the Marlins. Ivan Luciano, first for the D-backs. Ryan Campos, first for the Cardinals. Aaron Parker, first for the Jays. Fenric Trimble, first for the Marlins. Ty Suthasine, first for the Cubs. Jaron Berry, first for the Brewers. Ryan Johnson, first for the Angels. Titus Sissel, first for the D-backs. And Hunter Cranston, first for the Mariners. Alright, now we have a Chrome. First, Parker Smith, Astros for Michael. Connor Foley, first for the D-backs for Shannon. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Yonji Vargas, Dodgers. Kyle Teal, Red Sox. Shedry Vargas, Rangers. Intune, Jose Perdomo, Atlanta Braves. And that one will go to Brian. Refractor first, Eric Hernandez for the Braves for Brian. And Theron Lorenzo, Detroit for Sherman. Shedry Vargas, Rangers. Augustin Ramirez, Marlins. Luis Quinipa, Braves. Fallon Celestin, Mariners. Charlie Balinson, first for the Mariners. Jackson Kent, first for the Nats. Sheng-An Lin, Reds. Brock Porter, Rangers. Miles Naylor, Oakland. Cooper Pratt, Milwaukee. Ryan Clifford, Mets. Brett Lauder, Reds. AJ Causey, first for the Royals. Bryce Cunningham, first for the Yankees. Levy Sterling, first for the Pirates. Dante Nori, first for the Phillies. Trey Yesovich, first for the Jays. Seaver King, first for the Nets. Carson Bench, first for the Mets. Brody Brecht, first for the Rockies. Bryce McCage, first for the Brewers. And Josh Hartley, first for the Pirates. Chrome. Drew Beam, first for the Royals for George. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants for Brian. Daniel Egan, first for the Diamondbacks for Shannon. Josh Carone, first for the Mariners for Michael. Randall Diaz, first for the Nats for James. Ryan Holiday, first for the Cardinals for Jeffrey. And we have a yellow Lunar Glow of Texas Rangers. Sebastian Walcott, 26 of 75, and that will be for Sherman. Get a little bit of a markup here. I wonder if that'll come off. Not all the way. There's a little mark there. We Bowman Draft Night, Chase Burns for the Reds for Nicholas. Refractor first, Nick Montgomery for the Braves for Brian. And Camilo Diaz for the Astros. For Michael, it says 2 refractor Astros already. How about that? Let's see if that thing comes off. A little spot there. It came off. That's good. Whatever it was. Yeah, a little spot that was up there. We got it off. Alright, there's Sebastian Walcott. One of the top prospects for the Rangers. Maybe top, I'm not sure. He's up there though. We have Kyle Teal, Red Sox. Matt Shaw, Cubs. Luke Cashel, Twins. Luis Baez, Astros. Zero Hope, Dodgers. Juan Baez, Brewers. Byron Churio, Twins. Rafael Schlesinger, first for the Guardians. Grant Shepardson, first for the Marlins. Dedmer De Los Santos, Twins. Christian Moore, first for the Angels. Peyton Toll, first for the Red Sox. John Spikerman, first for the Phils. Nathan Flowling, first for the Rays. Nick Mitchell, first for the Jays. James Tibbs, first for the Giants. Kavir Tears, first for the Padres. Zach Earhart, first for the Red Sox. Randall Diaz, first for the Nats. Nick McLean, first for the White Sox. Blake Larson, first for the White Sox. And Carter Holden, first for the Braves. We have Brandon Sproat, Chrome for the Mets. Zach Veen, Rockies. Harry Ford, Mariners. Walker Martin, Giants. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Nate Knowles, first for the Tampa Bay Rays. And Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays. Plasma will be Brock Wilken, first rounder for the Brewers for Nicholas. Refractor first, Ryan Sloan for the Mariners for Michael. And a Sergio Vargas for the Rangers for Sherman. Alright, that's halfway. We have found none of the top base chromes in the first half of the box. But don't worry, they come in bunches usually, so we'll probably fill up that row by the end. Usually all next to each other. Jose Perdomo, Braves. Nate Knowles, first for the Rays. Michael Massey, first for the Tigers. Jose De Paula, Dodgers. Brandon Sproat, Mets. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Braylon Brasban, Pirates. Paulino Santana, Rangers. Clark Candiotti, first for the Padres. Aiden May, first for the Marlins. Blake Wright, first for the Rockies. Theo Gillen, first for the Rays. Connor Griffin, first for the Pirates. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins. Dakota Jordan, first for the Giants. Penn Hess, first for the Yankees. Tyson Lewis, first for the Reds. Billy Amick, first for the Twins. Cole Messina, first for the Rockies. Woody Hadeen, first for the Tigers. And a green parallel. We have a first round pick for the Orioles. Griff O'Farrell. 82 of 99. Nice hit for Baltimore for Allie. There we go. Alright, Chrome. We have Adriel Radney, Arizona. Max Clark, Detroit. Jose De Paula, Dodgers. Arjun Namala, Toronto. Sir Hope, Dodgers. Brock Porter, Rangers. And next Sky Blue, Chrome, Brewer. Brock Woken, former first round pick as well. We have an in-action insert of Max Clark of the Tigers for Detroit, on Sherman. Diddy Dix, refractor first rounder for the D-backs for Shannon. And Zach Veen, refractor for the Rockies for Benjamin. You can go there. In action Clark can go there. We got 2 Sky Blue Chromes today. Over there. We have a first round refractor, we have a first round lunar glow, a first round green paper parallel. We haven't had any first round chromes yet. Yohandy Morales, Nationals. Alexander Albertus, White Sox. Braden Taylor, Rays. Trey Morgan, Rays. Mick Abel, Phillies. Dylan Cruz, Nationals. Ryan Harvey, first for the Yankees. Griffin Herring, first for the Yankees. Brooks Alger, first for the Dodgers. Victor Hurtado, Nationals. Ethan Salas, Padres. Noble Meyer, Marlins. Drew Beam, first for the Royals. Daniel Egan, first for the Diamondbacks. Josh Carone, first for the Mariners. Brandon Neely, first for the Red Sox. Ryan Holiday, first for the Cardinals. Eddie Reinders, first for the Pirates. Carter Matheson, first for the Phillies. Nate Dome, first for the Mets. Luke Holman, first for the Reds. Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phillies. And there's some firsts. We got Hagen Smith, Chrome first for the White Sox for James. Mike Sirota, first for the Reds for Nicholas. Carson DiMartini, first for the Phils for Robert. Rodney Green, first for the A's for Christian. Trey Snyder, first for the Mets for Benjamin. Cody Chojinaga, first for the Phils for Robert. And Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves for Brian. So I only got one in there. Only one. Plasma insert of Roman Anthony, Boston Red Sox for James. Refractor first rounder, Braden Montgomery for the Red Sox for James. And then Harry Ford, refractor for the Mariners for Michael. We have Adriel Radney, Arizona. Fernando Cruz, Cubs. Aiden Major, first for the Guardians. Gage Seal, first for the Yankees. Bryce Eldridge, Giants. Arjun Namala, Jays. Davis De Los Santos, Marlins. Curly Martha, Rangers. Rainer Arias, Giants. Colt Emerson, Mariners. Ethan Scheffelben, first for the Tigers. Ethan Anderson, first for the Orioles. Chris Cortez, first for the Angels. Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians. Griff O'Farrell, first for the Orioles. Bryce Rayner, first for the Tigers. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets. Kellen Lindsey, first for the Dodgers. Travis Bazzana, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, first for the Padres. Caleb Bonemer, first for the White Sox. And Cal Steven, first for the Blue Jays. We have a chrome Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers, Luis Guanipa for the Braves, Sam Basallo for the Orioles, Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox, Jose Perdomo, Braves, Aiden Major first for the Guardians, and now a green Detroit Tiger, Max Clark. Very nice. First round pick, Max Clark, their overall pick, 36 of 99 from the previous year's draft, of course. In tune, Leo DeVries, San Diego for Francisco. There's first round Nick Kurtz refractor for the A's for Christian. And Walker Martin refractor for the Giants for Brian. Very nice, Nick Kurtz. Alright, here's our 3 autos. And hopefully a lot of first round chromes in there too. We shall see though. Okay, Tommy Troy, D-backs, Aiden Smith, Rays, Yandy Vargas, Dodgers, Ty Petey, Mariners, Vladimir Asensio, Red Sox, Dowell Joseph, Mariners, Sam Basallo, Orioles, Eduardo Herrera, White Sox, Tanner Jones, first for the Royals, Tyson Neighbors, first for the Padres, Chandler Welch, first for the Brewers, Pablo Guerrero, Rangers, Hagen Smith, first for the White Sox, Mike Sirota, first for the Reds, Carson DiMartini, first for the Phils, Rodney Green, first for the A's. Trey Snyder, first for the Mets. Josh Grauer, first for the A's. Johnny King, first for the Blue Jays. Sammy Antonacci, first for the White Sox. Eric Hernandez, first for the Braves. And Nick Montgomery, first for the Braves. And Chrome. Casey Sock, first for the White Sox for James. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs for Christian. Jared Thomas, first for the Rockies for Benjamin. Blake Burke, first rounder for the Brewers for Nicholas and Braylon Payne. We have Chase Burns, first rounder for the Reds for Nicholas. An auto will be ties to the scene of the Chicago Cubs, which will go to Christian. And to the scene was a 4th rounder for the Cubbies. There we go. Connor Griffin, Bowman Draft Night for the Pirates for James, refractor first. 2nd rounder Dylan Drayling for the Rangers for Sherman. And Johnny Formello, Mariners for Michael. Quite a few Mariners in there. So we got 2nd rounder there. And see, we get the chromes in bunches here. The Brewer combo come together normally. And Jared Thomas is the Rocky guy, 2nd rounder. He was 42nd overall. Might have been the first pick in the 2nd round, actually. Or 2nd, one of the 2. Okay. We have Braylon Morrell, Rangers, Denrita Valdez, Cubs, Roman Anthony, Red Sox, Sebastian Walcott, Rangers, Vladdy Guerrero, Mets, Giovanni Rodriguez, Mets, Jarrell Perez, White Sox, Dalton Rushing, Dodgers, Joshua Lugo, Angels, Enrique Redfield Jr., Orioles, Jeremy Rodriguez, Mets, Tink Hentz, Cardinals, Kalen Culpepper, first for the Twins, Chase Harlan, first for the Dodgers, Casey Cook, first for the Rangers, Jamie Ferrer, first for the Twins, Eli Serrano, first for the Mets, Boston Bateman, first for the Padres, Ryan Waldschmidt, first for the Diamondbacks, Cam Smith, first for the Cubs, Jack Caglianone, first for the Royals, Cam Caminiti, first for the Braves, and our chrome. Ethan Scheffelbein, first for the Tigers for Sherman, Ethan Anderson, first for the O's for Allie. Chris Cortez, first for the Angels for John. Braylon Doty, first for the Guardians for Michael. Griff O'Farrell, first rounder for the Orioles for Allie. Bryce Rayner, first rounder for the Tigers for Sherman. And then auto will be a refractor auto for the Dodgers. Chase Harlan. There you go, Brian. Got you a Dodger auto. I think he's a third. Third rounder, 98th overall. Chase Harlan, a $4.99. We have an in-tune Walker Jenkins for the Twins for Sherman. A second round refractor Jacob Cozart for the Guardians for Michael. And Brandon Sproat for the New York Mets. That'll be for Benjamin. And then a couple first round chromes here. Rayner and O'Farrell. And the last pack, the last auto. Leo DeVries, San Diego. Jackson Wentworth, first for the Jays. LP Langevin, first for the Royals. Francisco Villarreal, Yankees. Caden Dana, Angels. Brock Wilkin, Brewers. Max Clark, Tigers. Harry Ford, Mariners. Yoelan Cespedes, Red Sox. Jared Serna, Marlins. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Camilo Diaz, Astros. Ethan Bagwell, first for the Braves. Casey Salk, first for the White Sox. Cole Mathis, first for the Cubs. Jared Thomas, first for the Rockies. Braylon Payne, first for the Brewers. J.D. Dix, first for the D-backs. Braden Montgomery, first for the Red Sox. Nick Kurtz, first for the A's. Dylan Drayling, first for the Rangers. And Ariel Armas, first for the Cubs. Alright, we have Griffin Burkholder, first for the Phillies for Robert. Jonathan Santucci, first for the Mets for Benjamin. Kellen Lindsey, first round pick for the Dodgers for Brian. Theo Gillen, first rounder for the Rays for Shannon. Connor Griffin, first rounder for the Pirates for James. Carter Johnson, first for the Marlins for Michael. And auto will be for the Mariners. It is Josh Carone. Josh Carone it is. Fourth rounder for the Mariners. We have a plasma of Connor Griffin for the Pirates for James. Refractor first, Sam Antonacci for the White Sox for James. And refractor first, Connor Foley for the Diamondbacks for Shannon. And Antonacci was a fifth rounder, so we'll go down here. Alright. Like I said, fill up all the firsts, all in a big clump. Theo Gillen, Kellen Lindsey, and then Burkholder is second, but good. And then our Kurtz, let's leave that one up. Put everything back in our box. Alright, and recap time. So for our autos, we have a refractor auto of Chase Harlan of the Los Angeles Dodgers, a base auto of Ty Suthasine for the Chicago Cubs, and a base auto of Josh Carone for the Seattle Mariners. Number of parallels, a yellow lunar Sebastian Walcott of the Texas Rangers of 75, a green chrome of 99 Max Clark of the Detroit Tigers. We have a paper green of Griff O'Farrell, first rounder for the Baltimore Orioles. We have a sky blue of $4.99 Walker Martin for the San Francisco Giants. We have chrome sky blues of Brock Wilkin of the Milwaukee Brewers and Ryan Clifford of the New York Mets. We have an in-action insert of Max Clark of the Detroit Tigers. Refractor first, Josh Grauer for the Oakland A's, J.D. Dix of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Braden Montgomery of the Boston Red Sox, Nick Kurtz of the A's, Dylan Drayling of the Rangers, and Jacob Cozart of the Guardians. And for our base chrome, we have Hagen Smith, White Sox, Chase Burns, Reds, Braylon Payne, Blake Burke for the Brewers, Jared Thomas for the Rockies, Bryce Rayner for the Tigers, Griff O'Farrell for the Orioles, Connor Griffin for the Pirates, Theo Gillen for the Rays, Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers, and Griffin Burkholder for the Phillies. And that will conclude our 33rd 24 Bowman Draft Jumbo break. If you want to do number 34, that one's got 2 spots left. 35 also for sale. So I'll get you guys your results today. We'll ship it out tomorrow. Thanks for joining, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.